Imagine walking home from work, minding your own business, when suddenly two police cruisers screech to a halt in front of you, lights flashing, doors slam, officers rush out shouting at you to put your hands up. The world around you seems to freeze. You're stunned. You've done nothing wrong, but before you can even ask what's happening, cold metal handcuffs snap around your wrists, tightening with each second. That's exactly what happened to Monica, a respected black businesswoman, whose only crime was being in the wrong place, with the wrong color skin, a tragic case of mistaken identity. Before she could process what was happening, Monica was handcuffed on a crowded street, her questions ignored as bystanders stared in disbelief, their eyes wide with shock. Her confusion turned to humiliation as strangers recorded the scene, her dignity stripped away in public. The whispers and murmurs around her only added to her distress. In the back of the police car, fear and disbelief overwhelmed Monica. But a spark of resolve ignited. She would not let this injustice define her. She vowed to fight back. At the station, the accusations made no sense, and her protests were dismissed. The officers seemed indifferent to her plight. What unfolded next would shock an entire courtroom, and leave those very officers behind bars. Justice, though delayed, was finally served. Monica James wasn't just any woman. She was a respected bank manager, beloved by her community, known for helping people secure loans and rebuild their lives. But on one ordinary night, everything changed. The police claimed she fit the description of a suspect. No proof, no evidence, just assumptions. And within minutes, her dignity, her freedom, and her safety were ripped away. Monica was shoved into the back of the cruiser, treated like a criminal from the very start, her dignity stripped away in front of everyone. She begged them to check her ID, to call the bank where she worked, desperate to prove her innocence. But they ignored her, laughing as if her words meant nothing at all. Witnesses on the street pulled out their phones, recording the entire scene as it unfolded, determined to capture every moment of this injustice. The public could already see this was no ordinary arrest. This was a blatant injustice unfolding live for the world to witness. Hours later at the station, the truth unraveled. The suspect they were supposedly looking for, a man with tattoos, in his 20s. Monica was a middle-aged black woman in professional clothes carrying her work bag. The officers had no explanation, no apology, just arrogance. But Monica wasn't going to let it slide. She contacted a lawyer. The community rallied behind her. In court, the evidence was undeniable. Surveillance footage proved Monica was still at the bank during the time of the supposed crime. Witness videos went viral, showing officers mocking her while cuffing her, adding to the public outrage. The jury watched in silence as the truth shattered every excuse the defense tried to spin, leaving no room for doubt, and when the verdict was read, it wasn't Monica who was guilty. It was the officers who had wronged her, those same men who once thought their badge gave them power, were stripped of their uniforms and sentenced to prison, facing the consequences of their actions. Monica walked out of court with her head high, not just for herself but for every innocent person ever humiliated by the abuse of authority, a symbol of resilience. Her story became a warning that justice may be slow, but it always finds its way, no matter how long it takes. Her story continues to inspire future generations to stand up for equality and fight against injustice.